I'm Rohas Nagpal, and in this video we're going to have a look at creating a simple Mera QR code. Let's log in using one of our social accounts: Google, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn or Amazon. When you log in for the first time, you'll be able to see your name and email address. All the other fields will be blank and you have the option of filling them. Let's head straight to creating a new Mera QR. So let's go to Biz Features, create a new Mera QR. There are two kinds of Mera QRs that we can create. One is if you want to monetize your packaging, and the second is if you want to do something called smart packaging. Smart packaging is where you would have features like group buying or social shopping, fake detection, loyalty programs. There's a separate video for those. In this video, we're going to focus on the package monetization. This basically means these are Mera QR codes that you can put on your products and advertise. Now, your product packaging is the prime real estate that you already own. You don't have to pay somebody to be able to advertise there. So when a happy customer of yours scans the QR code on your packaging, he can buy more of your product. He can even buy related products. And if you allow, he can even buy third-party products, all at a special discount. These Mera QR codes can be used almost anywhere. Appliances, art, beverages, books, clothes, fruits and vegetables, furniture, gadgets, packet food. It's your imagination. Let's go to creating a Mera QR. The Mera QR creation form is straightforward. Firstly, you need to give a name to the project. Now, this is something that's not really going to be displayed to the end user, and it's important from a search engine optimization point of view, so you can be a little descriptive here. So, an example being, if you were promoting a coffee product called Caf Pow, you could put the project name as something like Caf Pow is the top rated coffee. Then there is the title of the Mera QR. Now, that is something that the end user is going to see. So, accordingly, you would choose what you want to write here. Moving on, we have organization information. So you could give the name of your company, phone number, WhatsApp number. Although the WhatsApp number is not mandatory, it's highly recommended that you fill that in. Email address, website, and instructions or additional information that you want to give in. So depending upon the use case, this may even be the legal disclaimer that you want to put in. Then we have the lead generation. So if you want that somebody who scans this QR should be able to give you his information, maybe because he wants to become a retailer with you, a distributor of your products, or even if it's customers and you want them to participate in a lucky draw, you could then say yes. Here you can add instructions explaining to them why their data is going to be taken, and you can choose the fields required. So by default you have name and email address selected, but you can choose which of these you actually require. Finally, you can add the products on which you are going to be giving discounts. So when you click on add product, it opens up this kind of a form. You can enter the URL of the image of this product, a title, that's the only mandatory field. You can describe the product here. You can mention the pricing. You can enter the URL which the customer would click to be able to purchase the product. You can also specify the cities where this particular product is available at this special price. So when your customer scans the QR code, and let's say you had selected Pune while creating it, if the customer is from Pune, only then would he or she be able to see the product availability. Or if you had selected Mumbai, then only a customer scanning from Mumbai would be able to see this. We're adding a lot more features here. So when you actually log in, you may see multiple options here, but they would be fairly easy to understand. You can add unlimited products here. Although we recommend that you don't go beyond 3, because then it becomes that information overload where the customer scans the QR code and is suddenly bombarded with 20 products. That doesn't make too much sense. So we recommend that you keep it to a bare minimum, and 3 is usually a good figure. Now I've filled in a form, and in this case we are filling it for an organization known as Asian School of Cyber Laws, and they are going to put a Mera QR code on the cover of all the books that they publish and send to their students. So the basic information firstly is the name of the project. So we've gone with Asian School of Cyber Laws courses at special Mera QR discounts. The title, that's what somebody who scans the QR code would see, is shorter and it says ASCL courses at special Mera QR discounts. Then we filled in the organization's information. name, phone number, WhatsApp, email address, website, and an instruction or information here that the discounts are only valid till a particular date. They've decided to go for lead generation. So they want students to refer their courses to their friends and thereby earn some kind of a discount or a cashback. So we say yes to lead generation, enter some instructions here, and all the 4 fields are required to be filled by the person who scans the code. We've added 2 courses as products. So we have the URL, the title, short description, and the regular fee of the course, the discounted fee showing here, and the URL from where the student would be able to purchase the course. Same thing for another course called as the advanced program in Cyberlaw. Once we fill in all the information, we click on create. Now it doesn't matter even if you make a mistake while doing it, you will always be able to edit or update this information later. Let's submit this form. Now we can see that a QR code has been generated for us. We can click on this button here and download it. Now in Asian Schools case, they would send this to their printing department. The printing department would print these QR codes on a sticker and then paste the stickers on the books. In subsequent cases, when new books are being printed, the printer would directly put the QR code before printing the covers. So then they would not need a separate sticker. Now this particular offers and discounts that they've created can also be shared via WhatsApp, email, social media, etc. In that case, they would simply need to copy this short URL and start forwarding that. Now, once we've done this, we can view the scans. So every time that somebody scans a Mera QR code from an Asian School of Cyberlaw's book, they would be able to click on scans here and see a list of the cities, countries, and states from where people have scanned it. They can update the information and make any changes in the offers if required. All the people who fill up the form for becoming resellers, their details would be available under the lead section, and if they want, they can delete the entire campaign from here. Please remember, deleting is an irreversible process and all the data relating to this Mera QR would be gone. Now when a student scans the QR code, this is what would open up on his phone. He would be able to see details of the courses and discounts that we've created there. He would also be able to see the lead generation form which he can fill up. He can share this in WhatsApp. He has one-click access to Asian School of Cyberlaws. Now once we started disseminating our QR codes and people have already started interacting with them, when we log back into Mera QR, we will be able to click on scans. And there we can see that people have begun to use it. They happen to be all from Pune as of right now, and this is the timestamp for every time that somebody has scanned it. We can also look at the leads, and there we can see that as of right now, one person has sent it in. The person's name, email address, WhatsApp number, and PIN code shows. There are a lot more features in Mera QR, and once you start using it, you're going to understand what works best for your product.